maybe the feeling of being needed. I think it's those kind of emotions that are the most important to hold on to a donor and to keep a donor development. And we won't be shouting at your mother again, because I don't believe in this urgent things. It's always said you need to have urgency, but in your appeals. You cannot have urgency. We have donors been with us for 20 years. They give monthly. That's 240 donations. We cannot have emergency all the time. We really have to base it on something else. Well, why is it easy? It's easy because we really got to know the donor. And that's when we found out what the donor is like. That is really when this all became very easy for us. And we know that the most donors, they are women. They are between 50 and 100 years old. They are kind people. They are eager to help. They will want to make the world a better place. And I know this donor very well because this is my mother-in-law. She's just in the middle between 50 and 100 years old. She's 75. She cares about other people. She reads stories about other people. She calls people having some kind of crisis in their life. She spends a lot of time on this. And they support a lot of organizations, but they never consider themselves as donors. So that's why we don't name them as donors, we name them as friends. First time you give a donation, you're not a friend yet, you're an acquaintance. Second time, you're a friend. And if you're a regular donor, you're our best friend. She says, we support or we are involved in the Salvation Army. She never says we are a donor. She says, we have joined the Siemens Church, or we like to help the blind organization. But she doesn't see herself as a donor. And I think in the moment we write, dear donor, on a letter, we say, okay, we establish things. You give to me. You give, I receive. But friends do things together. So, when I found out my mother-in-law actually is our friend, I'm writing to her. What I have to do is to find out how can we become her friend. And there is one expert on that topic, and I would like to show you a picture of the expert. And this is her favorite grandchild. She really knows how to touch grandmother's feelings. This picture is taken 9 years ago. It's my daughter. She's 21 now. So all I had to do, was to study what is she actually doing. When she gets a present from her grandmother, she opens it, and the first thing she does is to say thank you. And if it's sent by the mail, she would call, and she would not. And what she would say is how that made me feel. I was so happy. It was so fun to unpack that gift. It comes spontaneously, but what she does by that is, I think she's answering the donor's question. How did my gift make you feel? I think that's the question she answers by sending that SMS and say, I was so happy.